In the summer of 2020, the University of St. Thomas officially received an NCAA waiver to make the jump from Division III to Division I athletics. Most of the Tommies sports, including men's basketball, would join the Summit League.
This is like something everyone always dreams of, and as a D3 kid, like, you just weren't quite good enough in high school to get those looks, and now it's like, it's kind of like a cheat code to get to like the highest level.
The initial thought for me was really just excitement and kind of a little bit of anxiety and eagerness.
Once the excitement kind of dies down in the following months, you kind of start looking around and you're like, well, not all of us are going to make it through that transition, and that's something that you really had to deal with.
The Tommies still had one more year in Division III, with a COVID-shortened season of just 7 games in 2021 and a roster full of non-scholarship players who had never anticipated being a part of a Division I program.
We all knew, like everybody on the team knew what was going on, that we were going to keep like a certain amount of guys from the team to move on next year. So that was always in the back of my mind.
Will Engels was a bench player his first 2 seasons at St. Thomas, but he told Coach Johnny Tower he wanted to stick around for the transition.
He never promised me anything, which I think enhanced kind of my motivation towards it, which I think he did a great job with. That just kind of pushed me even more to kind of bring the best out of me and prove to him that I at least deserve a spot on the team and then a chance to earn minutes from there.
I didn't really log any meaningful minutes. I wasn't in the rotation my freshman or sophomore year.
Brooks Allen was, by his own account, the 9th guy on a Division III squad. But like his teammate Will, he wanted to show why he deserved a shot at Division I.
The end of the year meeting rolled around, and Coach Tower and the staff were like, hey Brooks, like, we love what you bring every day to practice. Like, you're a great teammate. We've loved having you in the program, and we hope to continue to be able to have you in the program.
That was also during the time where I was actually deciding if I wanted to try out for the team. So I would say that, inclined me a little bit more to try out.
Parker Bjrkland actually played intramural basketball his first 2 years as a student at St. Thomas. He joined the team during the COVID-shortened Division III Swan Song, and it reignited his passion for the game.
JT invited me up to his office, and he basically just offered me a scholarship to come back to play Division I at St. Thomas. So that was probably the best news I had gotten that year. So yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah, initially just talking with friends and family, I was kind of just hoping to make the roster, even if it was a end of the bench, wave the towel type of guy.
Sharpshooter Riley Miller always knew he wanted to stay with the Tommies, and despite his humility, he was exactly what Coach Tower wanted.
He's the complete package. I mean, rarely do you get to coach somebody who is so good as Riley, works so hard, loves what he does, but is also incredibly coachable and open to feedback because he knows that, every day you can get better.
Together, those 4 players, Will, Brooks, Parker, and Riley, are the last links to the days of Division III. And 2 years after the transition, all of them are making contributions in Division I.
We always joke too, because guys like Brooks weren't even really playing at the Division III level, so we're saying you're more of a D1 player than a D3 player, whereas me, Will, and Parker, even Parker's got he hasn't played a whole lot of D3, but it is cool to see. I think it really emphasizes how good college basketball is, regardless of the level.
It certainly is cool. It's maybe something we lose sight of on the day-to-day thing, but I think looking back in 10 years, we will really appreciate it more.
It's amazing, and I feel like I don't realize it now that I'm in it, but when I look back, I'm gonna really realize how special it is to, be part of a team that went from D3 to D1, and not only that, but to be part of such a special program like St. Thomas.
I think it's really just a testament to JT and kind of just the way he coaches. He sets everybody up for success.
Those guys are going to have a spot, I think, near and dear to my heart and the university for a long, long time. Nothing was ever promised to them. Nothing was guaranteed. They didn't know how this transition was going to go. I do think it shows a lot about their perseverance, a lot about their trust, and also a lot about just how much you can improve. It's really inspiring when you think about how much you can improve when just day after day after day you keep working.